I enjoy taking care of my children myself. It's fun. That's why I had them, so I could take care of them, and it's great relief for me. You know, it's pleasure. It keeps me happy and laughing, and they're wonderful, sweet, innocent children. They really are.
Family was the only thing that Michael Jackson loved as much as his music. He wanted to raise his children well and protect them from the perils of the spotlight. They didn't get thrown in front of the lights, but they have enjoyed extravagant lifestyles. Keep watching to learn the sad reason Michael Jackson's kids won't get any of his money. Michael's 3 kids today. The Jackson children couldn't escape the spotlight as the kids of the King of Pop. They weren't forgotten after his death, but they got the opportunity to chart their own paths. Prince. Michael Joseph Jackson Jr., commonly known as Prince, was born February 13, 1997. His godparents were Macaulay Culkin and Elizabeth Taylor. Michael said he appreciated fans were excited about his first child, but asked them to respect his and then-wife Debbie Rowe's privacy. He admitted that he, quote, grew up in a fishbowl and didn't want that for his son. Michael got full custody when he and Debbie divorced in 1990. He grew up on his Neverland ranch and went to live with his grandmother, Katherine Jackson, after his father's death. Prince graduated with a degree in business from Loyola Marymount University in May 2019. He then went on to co-found the charity Heal Los Angeles Foundation. When describing it, he said, Prince is not only a philanthropist, but a businessman with a net worth of approximately $100 million. He has a mansion in the Rancho Palos Verdes area of California. It's estimated to have cost him $2.2 million. He tried getting into the spotlight at first. He was a guest correspondent on Entertainment Tonight in 2013. He made his acting debut in the finale of 90210. He then admitted in an interview that he never got the acting bug. Prince prefers to work behind the scenes. He founded a media company called King's Sun Productions in 2016. The company has created at least 4 music videos with him as the producer on each. The last was for the Soundflowers, a musical duo comprised of his sister Paris and musician Gabriel Glenn. Prince is a fan of motorcycles. He's got a YouTube channel that follows his rides across California. His favorite set of wheels is a Harley-Davidson Lowrider S, worth over $19,000. The channel also includes a few videos of him reviewing movies with his younger brother Bigi and cousin Taj. His other favorite hobby is traveling. When he does post on Instagram, there are often photos of him and his longtime girlfriend Molly on a trip. He's begun to realize the weight of his father's legacy, but wants it to keep going. He also said, quote, what I probably miss most about him are his hands. He had really strong, really big hands. Firm, but they were gentle. It's tough to explain. Paris. Paris was born April 3, 1998, when Michael was still with Debbie Rowe. She was named after the city where she was conceived and has the same godparents as her brother. She's called Prince her twin and admitted she always looked up to him. She always sought his approval and wanted to be like him, like most younger siblings do. Paris has followed right in her father's footsteps as a singer. She knows it's in her blood, but has taken to a different genre with folk indie music. She's been a part of several albums and put out a full EP. Her first full-length solo album, Wilted, came out in 2020. The latest EP, The Lost, came out in February 2022. Paris is a model and actress on the side. She's the face of KDV Beauty, runs campaigns for Gap, and has appeared on the covers of magazines like Vogue and Rolling Stone. Designer Peter Dundas considers her his muse. Her acting appearances include 2018's Gringo, 2021's The Space Between, 2019's Scream, and American Horror Stories. Paris has a net worth of $100 million. That includes a mountain mansion in California worth over $2 million. She sold that to move into a $3.8 million, nearly 3,000 square foot mansion in the Hollywood Hills. Paris has over 80 tattoos. They include an eagle on her ankle and a wolf on her forearm. A few serve as tributes to Michael, such as artwork from his Bad and Dangerous albums. She's been open about her deepest, darkest life experiences. She admitted in June of 2021 that she had attempted suicide and was hospitalized after an attempt in 2015. As she said, quote, "It was really hard, and people told me to kill myself every day, and I was depressed." The positive note is she's sought treatment, and her mental health has improved since then. She's also been open about her sexuality. She identifies as gay, but says says she has dated all kinds of people. She's more concerned with who they are on the inside. She even rekindled her relationship with her mother Debbie. They bonded over their similarities, such as a shared love of music. Paris has complex feelings about her father. She had to suddenly give a speech at his funeral when she was only 11. Her kind words resonate today, as she said. It later became harder to express these emotions. She later described that a birthday post about him was more about public perception. She explained, "That's why Paris decided to acknowledge it online." She posted a clip saying she owes everything to him. Bigi. Prince Michael Jackson II was nicknamed Blanket and now goes by Bigi. He was born February 21st, 2002. He was born with the help of a surrogate. He rarely makes public appearances and keeps a low profile. He does come out for important moments like his big brother Prince's graduation or the celebration of what would have been his father's 65th birthday. He's very close to his brother. They're best friends who bond over sci-fi and science. Despite the low profile, Bigi still has an estimated net worth of $100 million like his siblings. When he turned 18, he bought a mansion in the Calabasas area of California. It's worth $2.6 million. It has previously been home to other stars like Kanye West, Drake, the Kardashians, and Will Smith. He also has a $70,000 Cadillac Escalade and goes on frequent vacations with his family. He gave a rare interview in 2021 about his passion for activism. He says all three of the Jackson children are passionate about making a positive impact on the world. He's especially passionate about climate change, just like his father. He has no interest in singing and dancing, but is interested in directing. The YouTube channel he runs with Prince, Film Family, has nearly 50,000 subscribers. The Estate Woes. The king of pop left behind a king-worthy fortune. Estimates claim it's worth between $111 million and $482 million. 40% went to his mother Catherine and 20% went to charity. The rest was supposed to be split between his three children. The problem is that its exact value can't be determined, and that's a problem for tax purposes. The IRS said the estate undervalued its assets in 2021. They owed $700 million in taxes and penalties. That was settled, but it didn't solve all the family's problems. Michael set it up so that 20% of the estate must go to charity before anything can go to its beneficiaries. If the exact value can't be agreed upon, that can't be done. Acquiring even part of Michael's estate is a major task. Sony Music Group paid $600 million for the rights to half of Michael Jackson's music catalog. That's the largest deal ever paid for the work of a single musician. Catherine appealed the sale of Michael's music. She had a problem with the estate's executors, John Branca and John McClain. She said waiting to sell would have earned them more money, but they defended it. The named beneficiaries in the sale were Michael's three children and a few unnamed charities. Bigi opposed the sale with Sony, even though his brother and sister agreed. Catherine continues to fight the sale. She filed motions to have the executors of the estate cover her legal costs for an unrevealed legal issue. There's one more family member who needs to be considered, Catherine's grandson Taj, son of Tito Jackson. He supports his grandmother's fight for the estate. Michael's estate is still providing his children and mother with a substantial amount of money to support them. That won't stop. They also have the money they've already earned and profitable jobs to fall back on. What has changed is that their trusts can't be funded until these legal disputes are settled. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite Michael Jackson song? Let us know in the comments section below.